let's see. YouTube's on, Facebook's on, Goosey's on. Twitch, not connected yet. Come on, Twitch, connect. And data settings sent to Twitch. Well, like I said, all three are going. Alright, let's see how bad the hit is on the... Holy hell, every single core is next to the max. Holy hell. Am I still in the game now? Alright, so everything's connected. And I hate when Destiny does this. And I just crashed. Why am I crashing? Oh, I can't run Facebook and Destiny together? No, Facebook's still running. Alright, let's go into our intro. While my intro's starting, I'll restart Destiny. Yeah, this is why, like I said, you know, yeah, to the I5, in fact, let me bring up real quick. Let me do the intro real quick and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, you like what I'm doing? Please come support then. Alright, so yeah, to you, Intel, and the data fanboys, yeah, this is actually running my face rig, as you can see. As you can see, all 6 cores, it's an I5-9400F. Now, the F actually stands for no video. So you have to have a video card to run it. I have a Nvidia 1660 running this everything else. I just got a DM. Oh, hi. Anyway, so like I said, so yeah, just running face rig, running the stream, you can see all 6 cores are max to the max. Now streaming, you want to send the stream stuff through your data, that's everything else. Well, let's try again. Oh, it actually numbered. Alright, so there's that. I had no control. Oh, that's right, yeah, because I'm doing a single PC. I'm actually playing with my Razer mouse and, whatchamacallit thing. I'm using the mouse on the Logitech that I'm using the keyboard on the Razer, which is like, Yeah, so let's do this real quick. See, I hate when it does this. When you try to do the totalist thing, apply changes. it puts this weird block at the top. Everything else and all. But then the bottom down here, you can't see. But at least I can go to my other screens. ACH. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back to full screen so we can see everything. Yes, confirm that. Alright, but now you can see it's very smooth, just everything else. Again, when you're doing it this way, yes, you can play the game on an i5. I actually had the i5 95, not the 90, 97, 90 thing, whatever. It's got the F basically. There's the K one, which is your other crocodile. There's the one that has no F or K. That's the one they actually recommend for streaming because it's got a built-in integrated desync that helps, streamers. But then for the F, which is Frank, that's the one that you have to have a video card to kind of handle the load. So streaming, you send it through your data chipset. So playing the game, you go to the, the Intel core basically. Now I need to go to the thing. So I need to go to the moon. I've got to find nightmares, kill nightmares. Let's go to the there. Because they're always hanging around the thing. Hey, Dino. I'm doing that record to that one dollar one. So yeah, Dino, this is an Intel. Crap, now I just forgot what it is. It's the 900 one with a Nvidia 1660. And I'm actually dropping frames right now, but it's only 2%, it says. Skid frame due to encoding lag, and it's 2%. So yeah. How you doing, Dino? And like I said, I've got Discord running, I have my Facebook running, I have my Streamlabs running. Just in watching you like Jenro and your Galaxy and his... Yeah, that's an old video. I tried to get him to do a rematch. He's not really into Star Trek anymore. He's into other games now. He's like in Star Wars Old Republic. I have to get some of the other games he's into. But like I said, he's into other games. He's not really playing Star Trek anymore. Looking good, sounds better. The only problem is I am, according to the ODS thing, because like I said, I use stream Element, which has a PC monitor thingy at the top, and it says I'm dropping 2% of my frames. That's not being frames due to encoding lag. And my frames per second, yeah, I'm actually holding. It bounces between, 35 and 55. But yeah, you can see, like right there, there was a stutter right there. Yeah, see, there's a stutter right there. So yeah, you kind of want the Ryzen, but the Ryzen will give you 12 to play with, whereas the 15AF I have, well, you can see now, I am going to switch it because I hate when I have to do this because I can't, minimize out because it gets stupid when I do this. Yes, confirm it. And then it leaves a stupid block up here. That's everything else. But now, as you go into the thing, now I can bring it up. And yeah, you can see. Oh, yeah, see a 1595F That's everything else. So yeah, you can see all the cores are maxed, all the CPUs maxed. Um, do 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 do. Get on my picture folder. And now you're going to see a history of my computers. That's everything else. But now you can see this is the history of my PC build. This is that Asus P and Y and whatever it was. That's everything else. It basically had the data chipset in Thor's 2, which I still have. It's sitting in my basement. This one here is the old X38, which I sold with this NSI, so that's not gone. But yeah, I've got that there. This is my history of my PC builds. There's my FX, that's up and kind of sitting in the closet now. So this is my FX build. That's everything else. There's what I'm using right now. That's what my room looks like right now. So that's the 1660. As you can see, I am now using an Elgato 8260 Pro, so it's using that as my encoder. So there it is. The I5-9400F. It's actually using these here, the T-Thors. I have it maxed out, as you can see. I actually have two of these. So I've got the games on the one, and I've got the, the OS thingy. Do you know what's in it? Oh, yeah. So I have two of these. So I've got my, basically my streaming software on the one that's sitting below, and I've got the games on the other. There's my Ryzen. See, there it is right there. So there's the video card I'm using right now, the 1660 Ti. This here I've not really put together yet, because I want to kind of have a matching system. That's everything else. And there it is right there. There's the motherboard right there, as you can see, right there. So as you can see, I've got the one right here, and I've got the second one right there. Okay, that. There's a screenshot of that. There's what it looks like before it's powered on. Now, yes, when playing the game, yes, I've got the games on here, but you'll notice the other one is actually sitting under this video card. And then here it is lit up as I'm turning the computer on, this everything else. The only thing I'm worried about is the heat. As you notice, I don't have no cooling thingy on this, but this other one is actually sitting under this video card, that's everything else and all. So I'm kind of worried about the heat a little bit, that's everything else and all. But there's basically my build, that's everything else. And again, like I said, it's a, do I have those pages saved though under? No, I don't have those pages saved. Damn it! So it's a B. What's in the color? What was it again? Aces. Tough. B something 360. Pro. Is that you? No, that's the regular size. I need the micro. So I'm using the micro. Why you keep getting the regular one? I had the micro. I know, let me put the gun on. I think I'm under attack. In the background, I see myself lighting up. Okay, I'll see you later, Aaron. I'm gonna jump back to where it's safe. Yeah, I just saw myself light up like I was under attack. Yeah, no, I'm still kind of setting up the thing and just everything else. I just quickly put this together. I literally spent all night literally putting this computer together, just everything else. So right now my feet, I can't stand that long. My feet and legs start swelling bad if I stand too long. So I'm feeling it right now. Alright, go back to settings. Okay, I ain't gonna have to do this. Now can I go to the other screen? Now I can go to the other screen. Alright, so like I said, yeah, this is the another door here, this everything else. So I pretty much spent all night putting this together. And as you'll notice, yeah, it's got two sticks. I've got the one PNY that has the 500 gig sitting here, you saw in the one picture there. But then I've got another one that's sitting under here, that's everything else. That has the streaming. Then I actually had another PNY SSD, the regular SSD types, this everything else. That's holding the operating system, this everything else and all. This, that, and everything. That, can I bring up the thingy? I was not seeing the other drive. I'll have to fix that. But anyway, so like I said, I have the regular PNY SSD that has the operating system, this everything else, and then I have a 500 gig Western Digital block drive, and it's the same 500 gigs too, just everything else and all. So it's all this is running, and you can see all of this is running through the things. I've got the game running. I'm running the thing. Yeah, the thing is running through. You know, as I'm streaming, it's going to the data. Everything else is running through the CPU. That's everything else. All right, minimize. Go back into here. Like I said, I ain't gonna do that because when you tell it to go to total it, it moves the screen down. So you have this block here, and then you got this block way over here. Go to full screen so I can see. Yes, Sade. Alright, so there's that. How you think out the gaining, enter capturing? Actually, no, there's people actually showing that you do that if you use the Ryzen. Now you can still actually use the data, which I'm actually going to show tomorrow, where I'm gonna set up the Ryzen and everything else, because you got to figure with the 95, 94, whatever it is, you only had 6 cores. Where at the Ryzen, you got 6 real cores, but you got 12 fake cores. With the Intel, because you got to remember, the 88, the 87, 85, 84, the same thing with the 95, 94, and the 97. They took a type of threading. If you wanted a hyper threading, you had to get an i9. Now, the 10th generation, everything i3, i5, i7, i9, all have hyper threading. But the 8000 series and the 9000 series, oh, you want hyper threading? Well, I'm sorry, that's the i9 territory. We're Intel. We're going to charge you for those hyper threading. You know, so a lot of people, when the 8,000 and 9,000 came out, screw that, you know, because as long as Intel's been around, the i3 and the i5, you know, didn't have hyper-threading. But the i7 always had hyper-threading, you know, but the 8,000, 9,000, nope. Exactly, we need all those cores to help the rendering. Yeah, and I'll actually show you, you know, tomorrow, the next day, because like I said, I ain't definitely going to go sit in the bathtub and let my legs, you know, because I'm only literally going on basically like 2 hours, 3 hours worth of sleep. I ain't going to spend all night putting this together and setting this all up with everything else. Better rendering, better see, like right there, I just noticed it's stuttering. And all I do is jump off the ramp and start moving. And as of right now, and there it goes again, when I'm just standing and doing nothing, I'm getting 60 frames a second, no frames are being dropped, or as I said, frame this to rendering lag, and it's showing 1.9 up to, like right there, there's 2.1. Skip frame to encoding lag issues. That is bouncing anywhere from 2% to like right there. Wow, that just jumped up to 12. Now it's dropping back down to 2. But I'm holding 60 frames a second. I'm holding 60 frames. So like I said, you Intel lovers, you know, Jim, you requested it. Now you can see, you know, why I was telling you, buy the Ryzen. You'll be better off with the Ryzen. Put the 1660 Ti. You and I have the same video card. You know, put that to make the Nvidia your stream rendering, but put the Ryzen to the game rendering. As you can see, right now, all I'm doing is just bouncing around and moving. And I now drop down to 34 frames a second. I am not doing no shooting, no nothing. I am just walking around. Nothing else. Now, let's go over to the other thing. Because I'm doing the one quest. This one, where I'm basically looking for a necklace defeating nightmares on the moon with arc abilities, just everything else. So you can do that over in the other place. Now you watch. I will drop like crazy when I go to the other spot. This computer is going to feel it when I get over there. This computer's going to feel it. Alright. I am here. I'm not moving. I'm holding 60 frames a second. The frame thickness due to rendering lag is already showing again 1.9%. Skip frame due to encoding issues, and it is bouncing anywhere from basically 5% to 12%. Now let's go to battle. You should see me stutter like crazy. Drop down to 30 frames a second, and I am now at the 16% of skip frames due to encoding issues. Get out of there, I'm hurting. Ow. Now, let's get over here for a second. Let's make sure that's at least completing. That felt bad. Ow. Oh, I didn't. Alright, search the scratch necklace by defeating my names on the name with arc abilities. What I just used. I'm going to come down and contain more progress. We need to try to change sort out there. Yeah. But now, like I said, just one of my dollars wanted to see this because, he's like, no, it's always Intel, it's always the data. A&D sucks. Why you people keep recommending A&D Ryzen? Ryzen the most trashy as ever. Why? So this is why I put this together to kind of show it. Put it together and try to show it. I mean, you see, right now there's no sight. I'm back up to 60 frames. Frame being missed due to rendering lag is now down to 2%. Skip frame due to encoding issues. It's now dropped back down to 8%. Now let's get back into battle again. He's mad! Alright, let's see. Did I get anything out of that? Where is it? There we go. And the game just crashed. Really? No, it didn't crash, it just stuttered. Alright, let's try this little trick. Now, this is Destiny. Destiny is CPU heavy. Same thing with Star Trek Online. Star Trek Online is CPU heavy. Now, right now, those are the only two games I have installed right now. Just everything else. So let's exit out of this, and let's see what Star Trek Online does. Let's see if we actually get a better frames than everything else. Ooh, I see the 9. All 9. All this loot's 9. All this loot's 9. Crap blue gear. Alright, so let's exit out of this, just everything else. Alright, now we're going to switch over to Star Trek. Again, and then it's a switch over to Star Trek. You need to find out what your TC get you better trains in the game just like exactly. Because that's the other thing I was trying to tell you. Destiny's a heavy game. It kind of wants a mid-range computer. If you really want to play it good, it wants a mid-range computer. These low-end computers, yeah, not really. I don't do so well. Alright, not password is Door Queen Slut, not password. The other one to get into my software. This is a lie. Exactly. Well, I already told you. I mean, for streaming this everything else, yeah, the Intel slash the data is better because it's a single core speed. Alright, close you down. I don't need you anymore. Do I still have the other one running? Alright, let's go to full screen again. So now we're about to do Star Trek. Now again, Star Trek Online, just like Destiny, it wants a good mid-range CPU, this everything else. So while you're streaming, you want to send everything to the video card. Let the video card encoder handle it. So let's go ahead and start this. Now one thing I like about Star Trek, now Destiny blocks, it blocks Discord, it blocks everything, because it wants to run everything full screen. And as you can see, there's some of the data up there in the corner kicking in. Destiny wants to be the only thing running on the screen. Everything else, unacceptable. Get rid of it. Don't need it. I am the game. Whereas Star Trek, I can actually run this everything else, and still go to my other screens while playing. And you should see, I should still have, see, I can actually go to my other screen. So I can switch, as you can see, I can switch around. Whereas Destiny, now you try to go to that window node, it does this weird crap, and then it just messes up everything. But here, I'm actually running full screen. Let's see, what's it showing? So again, I am now running Star Trek. Again, Star Trek, just like Destiny, is heavy on the CPU side. But you'll notice I'm streaming, and as you can see, I am actually encoding. So you want to, run your stream through the 16 Ti. Now you can use the same, the same 16 Ti on an Ryzen. The only catch is when you do it on an AMD, that AMD software kind of gets knocked out. You basically get the chipset, basically, when you try to do that a trillion drivers, that's everything else, because everything's depending on that. Now, let's go, let's do our fly high. Alright, good, it's ready. Am I ready yet, or am I still waiting on the timer? Nope, I can do it. Alright, so let's talk to her. Alright, so now I'm doing this, and I've got the same frame due to rendering issues, 2.1, frame being dropped due to encoding issues. Oh wow, it jumped up to 15. I am not paying attention. Go back. I missed one. There it is. But I'm holding 60 frames a second. I'm holding 60 frames. Well, now I take it back. Right there, it just dropped down to 50. Just dropped to 50 just doing that. So that's not between 50 frames a second and 60. What's the third one? Okay, there's a third one there. Oh, good, finally. I'm going to put all three of them together. There's then completed. Yeah, it's bouncing. It's like, at times it's holding at 58 frames a second. A couple of times it did drop down to 55, but it's bouncing between 58 and 60. It's trying. No! Yeah, then completed. Alright, okay, we want to lead. Now we're gonna push it. Now we're gonna push it. Do. Oh, we got 3 streamers on Goosey site. Hi, everybody. to Stage 9, go to my third battle zone spot. Now we'll push this thing to the no, the internet. Hi Jenny, how are you? I see you're streaming. Okay. I see somebody on Goosey's asking something. Oh, hello. See, this is why I like playing Star Trek Online. You know, yes, I'm the moderator to the Goosey side, this everything else. I see Tofu is on, this everything else. Say hi. I see Jenny just started streaming. Where is Destiny? No, you're not allowed. I am the only train, the only screen. You're not allowed to go to other screens. No, unacceptable. Yeah, there. Alright, so I see Mitch is playing Elder Scrolls, but he just came over and said hi. Alright. Let's see how bad the trains are. Let's push this to the limit. Get on my favorite thought. The Badland. Dun dun dun. Badland. Yeah, right now I'm in Sector State. I'm holding 60 trains. I am dropping 1.9 for trains missed due to rendering lag, and skip trains due to encoding issues. It bounces between 8 and 15%. But it's holding 60 trains. And then after this, I am going to go to work on the Horizon build. But like I said, that Pro Novedor just came in yesterday. And after I had one of my followers like, no, get rid of Ryzen. Ryzen sucks. All AMD product sucks. So this is why I put this together, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Intel's good. Intel's good to single core. Everything else, no. Get a Ryzen. You're better off. Yes, you can use the 1660. I will show you how to do it. Use the 1660 as your, alright, let's go with this guy. And then, now, you have to give credit on Star Trek Online. It's got a good graphic, good detail, but their game engine is old. So you will see any rather than due to the game issue. You will see any rather than.
Ship is under attack.
To drop down to 58 frames a second. I'm holding. I'm throwing everything at my thing. Hope it's not too loud with those explosions and all. They're rocking my headset. But now it's holding. That's an Elder Scroll. Elder Scroll. Oh, that's right. I'm not going to check it out. I'm just going to let Johnny go. Thank you, CH. Yeah, like I said, one of my followers on like, why am I? Yeah, go away. It's like, trying to tell me about how. No, you need to do Intel. Intel's the only way. The thing is, with Intel, yeah, they've really screwed up. Single core wise, they're still the king. If you just play games and games only, yes, Intel is still the king for single core speed. Because Ryzen is still trying to get up there, basically. Ryzen is slowly getting there, Now it's rumored that the next Ryzen 4000, now Intel is finally at its match with everything else because the single core speed, Ryzen has finally figured it out and it's finally matched Intel single core speed. But for strictly single core, yeah, Ryzen's still, or Intel's still good. The thing is though, like I said, the 8000 and 9000, no, Intel's like, no, you want that hyper-threading, you need to get the i9. Now the 10,000 series, yeah, the i3, i5, i7, and i9 on the 10,000 has hyper-threading. But they've also added almost 50 extra bucks. So let's say you got a the Ryzen for like 300, Ryzen 7 for $300 or $350. Now you're now paying like $400 now on this $500 just to get the hyper-threading part. Two. It has already been confirmed. You go all the PC tech operators out there. It has been confirmed. The Intel 10 runs so hot that air coolers will not take care of it. You have to have a water cooler because that's how hot the Intel is running. Why? Because they're basically still on 14 nanometers and all they do is throw extra cores. They're on old technology. If everything else, of course, Ryzen 7 is already down to 7 nanometers, and not the 4000, but the 5000, it has already been confirmed that Ryzen's AMD's are working, and holy cow, that the Ryzen 5000 series is actually going to be down to 5 nanometers, whereas Intel, it's still stuck on 14. So, but on the overall, you see, it's holding at 50 frames a second, 1.8 to 8. Strength to rendering lag, 1.8. Skid strength due to encoding issues, 8.5. And you can see, now I'm going to switch to this, and you can see, my CPU, I am maxed out. So you need the Ryzen, at least 5, because you'll get, 6 real cores. There is no hyper-threading. Whereas the Ryzen 5, all 12 fake cores to help out, so then you go to my run. Yeah, you see. I am basically 50, 39, 54, 53, did everything else. And of course my internet, because I'm now super speed, so my internet's all over the place. Did everything else and all. So yeah. So after Jim, you wanted to see this setup, did everything else. There you go. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. And this is the only 2 games I've got. I don't have any other games installed right now. These are the only 2 games I've got installed right now. My only other gripe is the UDS on the back end. On the, what's the other system? Yes, I do. On the back here, as you can see, I only have 2 USBs down here, 3.1. Up here, you've got the 2 for the mouse and the keyboard, and that's it. I only have 2 on the back, just everything else. So I literally have, my keyboard and mouse connected up here. I use a Yeti Blackout Edition, so that's connected to here, just everything else and all. To the webcam, the USB down here, it does give me the connection thingy, just everything else and all. So I got on the case. Do I still have that? No, I didn't. I've already closed that. On the case, the little connection, the front panel connection, It gives me one 3.1 on the top and one regular 2.0 that's everything else. And that's going to have the webcam connected to. That's going to have the webcam connected to. So, I mean, connection-wise, yeah. Alright, so how long have I been streaming? I want to kind of keep it short. Okay, so I've been streaming for 35 minutes. So I've already done my fly high, just everything. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up and start putting the rising together, just everything else and all. Like I said, the here at that. Let me exit out of here. Aces, tough, B, Thor, 50. And then I want to grab my other one, aces, tough, B, Thor, 50. And it's a throw on, there you are. Alright, so now, like I said, in fact, I'll go. As you can see, do I have the front panel screenshot? No, I don't think I do. No, I don't. I would have sworn. Yeah, you can, right there, right there. So you see the front panel one of them's only a 3.1 and the other one's a 2.0. I just got the webcam connected to the up here, that's everything else. But on the back end, okay, I didn't do a screenshot of it, I don't think. Well, anyway, so like I said, yeah, to the 360, just everything else, yeah, so it's gonna take it up. Now, originally, I was running. Yeah, this don't. Okay, so this is the 450M Plus. Now, this is what I was originally running. Just everything else. But if you'll notice, the M2 thingy, there's only one slot for it, so you can kind of run it. Just everything else. The video card goes there. So if you're gonna run a capture card, you can't, because the video card covers it. Now you can't put it down here and still get that super speed, that's everything else and all. But if you try to put two video cards, because technically this can run two video cards, and you run another video card, yeah, all these down here, which is your sound, your USB 2, all of this gets blocked up, so you can't use it. So this is what I'm originally running. What just came in yesterday is the Pro version. Now the Pro version, and that's another thing. Let me drop down. Again, if you'll notice, the connections on the back, you get two 2.0s. Now this 2.0 here, these are 3.1, or is it 3.0? Yeah, there it is, 3.1 right there. So you get two 3.1, two 2.0s up here, that's everything else. But again, I had to run the webcam up top, that's everything else. Game-wise, yes, I could run them, that's everything else and all. But the capture card, I actually got to put it down here, that's everything else. And then that's it. So it was great. But yesterday, yes, this just came in. Now, yes, it still has the same back end, but you'll notice I have two connections. It moves the video down. So now I can put a capture card here, and I can put a M2 down here, and an M2 here. That's everything else. Now, when I ordered this originally, when my stimulus check came in, yeah, this one right here, Yes, when I got the Ryzen 5 16AF, yeah, I got that for 80 This here was actually $91. That's everything else. This here was on back order, but it was going for $130 basically. So it's a few dollars more just because of the extra M2 connection that it was on a back order. So I went ahead because I got my stimulus check. I went ahead and bought it. Just everything else and all. I actually think this could be a better setup. This everything else, which I'll show. So I'm actually going to lose all of my stuff, my Ryzen, all of this. You go into my pictures. Yeah, you see, I've got a whole set of these, so you can see the Ryzen 5 16AF, this everything else. I'm actually knocked out on the RAIN here, so you'll see all that 64 gigs of RAIN to play with. Now this here, I'm gonna leave this on the Intel, because now here's what the thing is. This here, I ain't knocked out. I've got whole store set of this. So I'll have 36 gigs, while these here is only running at 32. But you can use it for Intel setups or Ryzen setups. While this one here is specifically made for Ryzen setups. I have two of these, just everything else. So I'll have two of these. But then you go down here, and you see I've got a 120 gig here, 120 gig here, and you can see right there, this is what it looks like, just everything else. And as you can see, when you put the video card in, yeah, can I zoom in on that? Oh, it's blurry as hell. Anyway, so you can see, I've got 36 there, just everything else. When you put the thing in there, yeah, you put the capture card down here, just everything else. But you'll notice your one slot here where your video is supposed to go. Oh, thank you for the follow. But you'll notice you can't put your capture card there. It's got to go down here. So yeah, I have two of those P&Y 500 gigs, and I was like, crap, this don't have two of them. It's only got the one. So yeah, I switched all my games, put all my games on here, just everything else and all. But this is now come in, so yeah, it's not going to take me all day and all night, so I ain't going to feel it. Just everything else. So basically switch everything off of this motherboard, put it on this one here, but the video card, yeah, you can run the R9, you can run the 5600. In fact, I do not see, no, I don't have the 5600. I gotta go take screenshots of that. Yeah, see, there's the motherboard right there. So yeah, you can see this is my old FX build, just everything else. So you can see gainer, this is my old build. There's what my PC kind of looks like, just everything else and all. But yeah. So this is my old build. This here's all basically new. So starting from here down, when my stimulus check came in, yeah, this is all new. So if you got any questions, yeah, go ahead and ask. Yeah, I don't see the Ryzen. I actually have the Ryzen 5600X, Tough Gamer Edition, just everything else and all. But then I had some people saying no, because the encoding thingy, the Ryzen don't have a good encoding. The Intel here, or not Intel, the Nvidia actually has better. The only catch is when you put this on, your Adrillion software gets blocked off. You can still use part of the Adrillion software through your chipset, your Ryzen, timing, this, everything else. But your video part, that handles the video side, video encoding, that gets blocked off. So you won't be able to use those, like the Adrillion gain lag reducer, Adrillion, gain sharpener, this, everything else. That gets knocked off because it will be defaulting to this. And I'm going to show that running this and this, running these two here or these two here together is a better deal and a better setup for single PCs. And that's my case right there. And that's what it looks like. And yeah, it's a micro case. It's a little tiny micro case, as you can see. Um, and yeah, there's what it looks like. This is the Intel. That's what it looks like. Now, did anybody have any questions before I break the screen and then go to work taking care of all of this? Because it's not going to take me a while to kind of switch everything over. And you can see, I don't know if yeah, you'll notice, like right there, when I was talking, when all I had was doing streaming, under the one video here, yeah, I actually had the one P and Y actually doing it. Surprisingly, it did not get hot. I was kind of worried that sitting under the video card, it was going to get hot, this everything else, but no, surprisingly, it did not get hot. And then I went ahead and put it in here, so you can see I've now put the other one, and that's where all the games are. I see someone at the end on there. Oh, hi, Josh. How you doing, Josh? I'm streaming, Josh. Yeah, Josh is asking me something. Hold on. Anyway, so like I said, yeah. And you can see now that I'm not streaming or I'm not gaming anymore, yeah, you'll notice I'm still now doing 32. My video card's only at 36%. But I see to you, now that I'm not gaming, now you see it's kind of fluctuating a little bit with everything else and all. So, like I said, any questions in the chat room? And like I said, administration, thanks to the follow. I got Conrad, Cat, me, and administration, and Gucci. What about the other one? Oh, I only got one Twitch streamer. I think that's you, Dino. Yeah, I think that's just you, Dino. Josh says hi. Hi, Josh. But no, like I said, so do you know any questions? Yeah, Josh just came on, so you're seeing what I'm doing. That's everything else. But no, as you can see, yeah, yeah, you can do this for a single game and this everything else. But if you're not streaming, yeah, you can actually do this because without me streaming, yeah, it barely pulls anything. You can do this. Me streaming. Like I said, right now I've got all the stream going to the CPU or a GPU. When I was gaming, yeah, I was maxed out, just everything else and all. I was maxed out, and yeah, you can see that's my thing. I've got all my games on there. Now, like I said, this is my game PC. You'll notice the M2's not there. And you can see Discord. Datrix still running? Google, ODS, Task Manager. So apparently it's Datrix that's pulling. Yeah, it's Datrix. I wonder, let me shut that down. Bye, Datrix. Okay, now I'm down to 23. Yeah, apparently Google Chrome's pulling the most. ODS is pulling 12. Yeah, now that I closed Datrix down. Holy hell! Now that I closed Datrix down, look! It is now not hitting as hard. Yeah, when I had Datrix, I did Destiny first. Destiny was actually crashing. Then I went to Star Trek Online and started showing Star Trek Online, And yeah, CPU was tagged at 100%. But you can see I'm now down to 23 through coding, CPUs and coding, and you see, I RAM, yeah, just everything else. Oh, I did not know that. Thank Josh. I did not know that it uses the that thing. And that's the other thing. Yeah, this motherboard here. Let me get back out. Do I have? I know I have a picture of that. Yeah, see, there's what it looks like. This everything else. Yeah, I had the top gainer. The top gainer only runs at 32 hertz max. The thing, like I said, it's cool about it is that yes, it's got two. So I actually have the second PNY right here. That it's only running the streaming stuff here. But as you know, I put the other one just this morning in. So as you can see, just this morning in. I missed a call from Josh. Oh, Josh, call me back if you want to try. Yeah, you see, I've got Discord running. I've got it all.
Hey Jimmy.
Hello. Hello,
Um,
Steve.
on your stream, just bring up Task Manager again for me and click the CPU one. I want to see like what's actually fully running like.
Chrome.
No, yeah. Click processes, then click the CPU. You know that one. That's it. It's there. We go. That's better. Now I can see.
Yeah, when I did it the third time, I noticed that Daytrig was literally pulling 55, 54. But as soon as I closed Daytrig, the CPU just like dropped like crazy. So yeah, this is like I said, a report to one of my followers who's like, no, Intel no data, that's the way to go. This, that, and the else. And like I said,
Are
this
you
is nice.
using the new NVENC encoder and stuff?
Yeah, I'm using it. It's running through the thing, eh?
Okay.
You are gonna get echo effect, ladies and gentlemen. But now you can see output. So you can see I've got software and hardware, so it's running through the indent sync thingy.
Click that. Oh yeah, it is now. Leave it through the NVENC encoder, Jimmy.
Exactly. And you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right there. So to the ones who's kind of curious, yeah, you can see I'm doing 1.4, not streaming anymore. This goes up to 2.1, greatness due to rendering lag, but skip rank due to everything. This goes bouncing anywhere. Now, when I was in Destiny, it was literally 8.8 to 15. So then when I went to Star Trek Online, it dropped down to 6.9, but still hitting 8.8. So again, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you can run the Intel setup, just everything else, but come on. If you really want to run it the right way, you want to run the Ryzen setup. Mainly because of, you get, like I said, and you can see, this is my screenshot like a long time ago, before, when I was testing the game training, this everything else. So I've got all my team on the one, I've got all my others on the other. Yes, this is the case, because it's a microboard. And you can see, right there, as you can see right there.
Which GPU are you using? Oh, the 1660 Ti.
Yeah, that's what I'm using.
Why doesn't that have the new NVENC encoder option in OBS?
It's active.
Oh.
So, it's new. So then, like I said, here's an old picture. Now, you'll notice, yeah, I thought two of those PNYs, thinking that there was two on this one, when I realized, no, there's one, and I had a special barcode of the other one. So, yeah, this is going to get torn apart. This is now to the new motherboard that I have, which is the Pro one. Because the Pro moves the video down, and then I'll have the slot up here, and I'll be able to do everything on one PC. But yeah, this is what it looks like right there. This is the Ryzen 5. This is the one that you and I were talking to and setting up. That's what it looks like right now. So I'm going to tear that apart, put the other one together. Now, I actually got this one
You've
here.
you've taken the Ryzen apart. Why?
Like I said, it's actually sitting. This is what I'm using right now. This is what it looks like right now. But I back ordered this one. This one's the Pro. The only difference between the two,
Uh huh.
this is the Tuck D54M Plus. You'll
Yeah.
notice. Oh, I'm going to use my encoding. Wait a minute, I can't. Video card's in the way. You put your games down here. Now, when I did check in, Josh, yeah, this was
Oh.
ordered. This was $91. The AF, I keep forgetting what it is. Um, AMD Ryzen 5 16AF. This thing on. Yes, I got
Basically a
that for
rebadge.
$89.
Basically a rebadged 2600 at a slightly lower clock speed, but still cool.
Exactly. So yeah, I put it all this together. This everything else. Yeah, this was 91. The AM Ryzen thing was 89. But this one, when I realized that I didn't have the Ector and two, again, you have one for your stuff. But oh, and here's another thing. Notice your thing here. Um, if you're running the thing here and you don't put nothing down here, notice that you're running the where is it? You're basically running the slower speed, the third generation, that's everything else. This one here, you're running two of them, that's everything else. Um, yeah, see there, dual D30 N2 right there. I see you typing the name. An action category is necessary. Use anything you like. They can also be changed anytime. Oh, that's a good idea, CH. That's a good idea, CH. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. But anyway, like I said, this was on back order. Well, it came in yesterday, day before yesterday. So I'm actually going to tear it apart, just everything else. And yeah, my whole setup is going to get switched over. So what started this whole argument, no, AMD sucks. AMD can't do nothing. AMD's ancient technology. You know, don't use anything from AMD.
It
Just
sucks,
everything else.
Jimmy.
Yes, I know.
Trollolololol. You're not, I'm
Exactly.
kidding.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
So
I'm
yes,
only
I'm
kidding.
actually, well, now I'm gaining on this. But for the longest time, yeah, I was gaining on this, but I was streaming on this. Again, notice the second N2 is not there. It's only got the one. Yes, it's the Intel. This was my stream rig for the longest time. This everything else because my stimulus check came in. So if you're kind of curious what that one is, yes, I have this one here to go with my EDGA thingy. That's everything else. I just not taken out of this router yet. Um, where is it? There it is. So there it is right there. It's a good motherboard. That's everything else and all. So this is what I basically set my stimulus check on. So I got this motherboard. I finally got me a good capture card. I got the I5-95F. Notice the F has no video. There is an I5-9400, which has the built-in video that they actually recommend for the streaming, got the desync built in. But if you're going to use your video card, it turns it off. There's the 95K, which is the older clock one, and then this one. This one's actually $91. You can actually get this one right here, the $91, because it does not have the video card. It's like turned off, it's blocked. So you have to have the video card to handle the job. The i5 9400, it's like 200 something, and then the i5 95K, it's like 250, 280-ish, just everything else. But this one here, they actually knocked it down to compete with this one. So you get this one for, now it's gone up. It's like $90 now. But this one originally was going for 85. So Intel knocked it down to 89 to compete with this one here. So yeah, I got this. Again, I have two of these, just everything else. I ain't got them maxed out, so I ain't maxed out. Because originally, Steers bought me the one, I bought the other tech, so I ain't maxed out on my RAM. Steers bought me the thing, and here's, yes, ladies and gentlemen, in total, just to to the streaming side, about $300, to the A&D side, about $300, excluding the video card. The video card's going to 250. So if you add the 250, then you're looking at about 500. This here was actually on sale because they're getting rid of it. Thanks to Intel, who is now basically getting rid of anything 8 gen. It's finally being, end of series, we're getting rid of you. 9 series, we're getting rid of you. So I actually got the very last order of this one off of Newegg because they're getting rid of this model because it's the end of life basically. There's my oversized cooler. So yeah, that is nice streaming rig. So any questions, Josh?
Not really, man.
I mean, that's nice streaming rig that I've been using for the last month, 2 months.
If it works, you use like a separate machine to handle OBS and just capture the machine that you're
Exactly.
playing. Why not?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, and that's putting up the whole thing. And of course, this is the case, which is a small case. It's a good little case. And then there, like I said, this is the streaming side when I was testing for streaming and this everything else. Yeah, I got to, flip on the data side when I was turning it on. Yeah, that's what Tina said. That's gonna, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell the one guy. Because the one guy was arguing with me about how, no. Now, this is the gaming side. This is the gaming side. After I bought the Nectar set, yeah, I actually took that gigantic contraption off to put the other two sticks in. So I got 64 gigs there. If you go to the Intel thingy, yeah, I've got 32, even though I am knocked out with a tough armor or tough just everything else. The single machine. Yeah, that's good. Like I said, I'm just trying to answer a question to the one follower. So yeah, as you can see, for a single stream, single PC, there's your CPU. I'm not getting it all. RAM. Now, yes, I do have the tough edition RAM. It's knocked out at 32. Of course, my Nvidia, there's that. With everything else. But no, I'm basically answering a question. That's my gaming side. Where's the other one? And that's my streaming side. This everything else. So yeah, I'm answering the question. How long have I been streaming? Oh well, I'm up to 1 hour and 15 minutes already. But yeah, like I said, I'm basically answering a question. That's everything else and all. And you can see, you can do it on a single PC. So yeah, tomorrow I will kind of set up, because like I said, Josh, yeah, I special ordered this, just everything else and all, but it was on back order because everybody was getting it because of the dual 2TC connection. So in a way, if you go to the Intel now, this is the Intel one. Notice the socket connection. It's got 2 connections. I'm actually going to tear this apart, just everything else and all. Because again, when you put this in, yes, your video card, your capture card, it's blocked by the video card. You go into my pictures. I don't think I have a picture of that. Oops, I didn't mean to go that far back. Yeah, right there, there it is. I do have a picture of that. So, as you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, if you try to use this as your thing, yeah, you can put the video card here. It blocks the your encoder or your the Elgato, Nvidia, the internals, this everything else. It blocks it. But then when you put something here, because you are putting something here, it actually reduces the speed. So you're doing 8x, I believe it is, just up here. But if you put this here, I'm guessing it's coming off the CPU and this everything else. But when you put this here, it dropped down to, no, I take it back. If you don't put nothing here, it's 16. But when you put a video card here and this here, then it dropped down to 8 by 8 because you got 8, 8. But then when you put something down here, then it drops it down to 4 by 4 by 4. That's everything else. You can do it. It still looks good. That's everything else and all. You can do it. But I'd already had the thing set up, just everything else. So gaining this way, I was basically doing 8 up here, 8 here, because it comes off the chipset here. Just everything else and all. And you can see, there's my setup without the video card. Just everything else. And like I said, I'm going to be tearing that apart to put this one together. And then, yeah, I'm going to do my Intel. I'm going to, leave the Intel the way it is, just everything else. But I'm going to show you that the single PC streaming, yeah, you want to run this one, and then get something like the 1660 Ti, the 2600, that's everything else and all, and then you can run everything through. So any questions, Josh? Are you still with me? Josh is muted. And now, like I said, that's basically what it is. I see Dino. That's a good idea. Yep, I agree. Dino says, hence, talking Discord later, Jenny needs to figure it out what Jenny's best results are. Oh, I already know what to do. That's the thing. I already know what to do. It's just like I said, I'm trying to answer one of my followers' questions who's like arguing with me that you have to use Intel in the data. Here's the thing. When you use if you get the I5-9400 thing, it comes with a desync built in. Yes, you can run it with everything else and all. But as soon as you put a video card in, it turns off your desync. The K, same thing. It's got a built-in graphics. They actually recommend the i5-9400 because it's got the extra chipset thingy that's everything else. But as soon as you put a video card in, it turns it off. It all pulls off your video card. Now the F here has no video card. There is no integrated thing. There is no thingy that's the null. So I don't have to worry about stuff getting messed up with everything else, and that's what the F is. But the F is the cheapest because it's going for like $91 to compete with the Ryzen's $85. So this here is competing with the Ryzen here. So you can actually get this on a really good sale, and because they're now doing the discontinued, because they're trying to push everybody to the 10th generation. I already saw the other day, I think it was Newegg actually had a special where you was able to get this literally for $80, $79. But if you paired it with a motherboard, and the funny thing is they was actually comparing it with this. You was actually able to get this for like almost $50, but the motherboard here, this one here, $91, $98. Yeah, it's under $100. That's everything else and all. So yeah, you can get a good deal. And yeah, and there's my, tough gainer thing. Now this here, you can go with the Intel or Ryzen, but it's only at 32 gigs. Whereas the other one, this one right here, this is 36. This is made the Ryzen setup, and it runs at 36. Alright, I'm going to shut up. Any questions? I am not going to go ahead and put the other one together, so that way I've got the extra cord to play with, the extra slot to play with. It's the whole idea. basically. But now that's what it looks like right there before I turn the computer on. The streaming is under this thing here, as you can see, but the gain is right there. Alright, I'm not seeing a question. Tina, I see your Josh. Yeah, it looks like it's just you guys in there talking. But no, like I said, like I said, there it is right there. And that's the streaming side. But it's a good streaming setup. A good streaming stuff. Alright, I'm going to shut up. Just everything else. Last screenshot, so there you are. I think I'm just going to that 2 hour chat with you guys. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to jump off here. Because like I said, I want to put this other computer together, just everything else. Because like I said, the other day, this came in. And yeah, that way I'll have two M2 drives, just like my Intel here, that has 2, that's everything else. And I'll be able to play with it. So to me, this could be a much better setup, much better deal, because of the 2 setup, that's everything else. Whereas this one that I'm using right now, yeah, it's only got the 1. It's only got the 1. It blocks your encoder here, basically. So, here's our ending. I am going to go get me something to eat because I'm hungry. Here's our ending. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, Seth on another question Junior. Thank you for watching my stream. Please click on the follow button. Please also hit the little bell notification and to come follow me. But I do want to point out those little links there. Please go to those links if you want to get more info. And please come to my Patreon page and support me if you enjoy my work and all. Thank you. Bye. Alright.
So, Jimmy.
Alright, like I said, I'm ending the stream, that's everything else, so let me end the stream here. Otherwise, like I said, that was answering to the Jim. So Jim, there's your question. I have to get the other, because there was like 2, 3 others asking and telling me, no, it's Intel and data only, so there's that. End the stream, bye. Bye Josh. Bye Dino.